prepare for meditation, we breathe, we breathe, we breathe, being present to what is. Breathe, my body, breathe, my thoughts, breathe, my feelings, breathe, my relationships, breathe, my life, the world and the universe. We breathe, we're awake, we're awake, breathe, we're alive, breathe, we're conscious, breathe, we're here now. We breathe into the silence, we breathe into the music, music. We breathe into the breath itself. Oh, we we breathe, we breathe, we breathe, we breathe to what is. Reunite, breathe, my body, breathe, my thoughts, breathe, my feelings, breathe, my relationships, breathe, my life, the world and the universe. We breathe, we're awake. We're alive, breathe, we're alive, breathe, we're conscious, breathe, we're here now. We lean into the silence, we breathe into the music, music, breathe into the breath itself. Oh, we breathe, oh, we breathe. Oh, we breathe. Oh, we breathe. God breathing Himself as us. Oh, we breathe. Oh, we all wake. We breathe, we all breathe,
It is often said that prayer is when we speak to God, and that meditation is when God speaks to us. In this moment, we simply dissolve the to and the from, and simply know the is. God is. Right here and right now, there is no external force or power that we need to speak to or that needs to speak to us. As our Declaration of Principles says, we believe in the direct revelation of spiritual truth, awareness, and revelations through our own intuitive and spiritual nature. We recognize that because God is all there is, our thoughts are God's thoughts. Our intuition is the universe communicating to itself, through itself, as itself. And so we focus on this truth. As our Declaration of Principles says, we believe in the direct revelation of spiritual truth, awareness, and revelations through our own intuitive and spiritual nature. We recognize that because God is all there is, our thoughts are God's thoughts. Our intuition is the universe, communicating to itself, through itself, as itself. And so we focus on this truth. this inhalation and this exhalation. God breathing itself as us. There is no separation. Only God, this breath, right here, right now. This divine example of yin, yang, inhale, exhale, rise, fall, give, receive, in, out. God breathing itself, this breath, God. This inhale, God. This exhale, God. This entire process of circulation, respiration, God. Which means even this meditation, God. And so we breathe and we know. this inhalation and this exhalation. God breathing itself as us. There is no separation. Only God, this breath, right here, right now. This divine example of yin, yang, inhale, exhale, rise, fall, give, receive, in, out. God breathing itself, this breath, God. This inhale, God. This exhale, God. This entire process of circulation, respiration, God. Which means even this meditation, God. And so we breathe, and we know.
We believe, we believe, this is what we believe. We believe that God is the Almighty living Spirit, absolute oneness, it is indestructible, and as an absolute it is self-existent causation. This one power manifests itself in, through, and as all creation. But it cannot be diminished, lessened, or absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe can be called the body of God. This is the logical and necessary expression of the infinite self-knowingness of God. We believe, we believe, we believe. This is what we believe. Oh, we believe, believe, we believe. Oh, this is what we believe. Ooh, we believe. Oh, we believe that God is the Almighty living Spirit, absolute oneness, it is indestructible, and as an absolute it is self-existent causation. This one power manifests itself in, through, and as all creation. But it cannot be diminished, lessened, or absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe can be called the body of God. This is the logical and necessary expression of the infinite self-knowingness of God. We believe, we believe. This is what we believe. We believe. This is what we believe. We believe.
give. Our consciousness, our being, open at the bottom, open at the top. We're not simply one with God, but we are it itself. It will never stop. SIA, our spiritual center, family and home. It's where we come to practice and remember there is only one life, one mind, one infinite, eternal, self-existent. 'Cause we pause, embodying all that we are. We shine like a glorious star. Our consciousness, our being, open at the bottom, open at the top. We're not simply one with God, but we are it itself. It will never stop. SIA, our spiritual center, family and home. It's where we come to practice and remember there is only one. Spirituality is our way of life. We value laughter, truth and justice. We express artistry as our living practice. So come and join us at SIA. Know you found a community that will love you every day.
Namaste, greetings and blessings, and welcome to the Center for Spiritually Integrated Arts. This is our Sunday message, and I am Reverend Dr. Raymond Anderson, the founder and spiritual director of this center. And I invite you to watch not only this Sunday message, but any of our archived messages. I invite you to join any classes or events that we have going on. I invite you to reach out and email if you have any questions. Questions about this community, questions about me, questions about what we do, or questions about this science of mind and spirit, liberation theology that we practice and teach. And if by chance you find yourself seeking beloved community with other like-minded beings, even if you already belong, are a member of another community, church, or center, you are more than free to have multiple affiliations wherever you are fed and find community. You are invited. And lastly, feel free to click like, subscribe, and share this or any other message or announcements with others in your circle. And with that, much appreciation, love, and blessings. Enjoy the message.
SIA is the place to be. So buckle up, we're making history. And if you are willing, repeat after me. I am love. I am love. I am joy. I am divine. I am divine. Feels good, right? Now today's message begins.
Namaste and greetings. And what do you mean it's May? It's May already? Like summertime's just a... Okay. I don't believe you. I mean, I have a bit of doubt, but I'm told that doubt is the starting block for... See what I did? You see, it's not funny to you? Okay, fine. Today, we begin the theme for the month, divine doubt. And today, while we will be talking about doubt, it's also the starting point of our discussion about self-doubt, which we will be diving more into as time goes, especially next week. But we open our conversation on this idea of divine doubt. We have to begin with, well, what is doubt? Like, what does that mean just in general? And what is our relationship with doubt in general, in both life-affirming and non-life-affirming ways? That's a key important piece. It is possible to have life-affirming doubt as well. More on that as we go. Who or what do we doubt? I doubt that Rainica will arrive on time. Wink, wink. I doubt that Tracy will give me what I want for my birthday. I doubt that Reverend Ray will run for president of the United... No, I don't doubt that. I know that's for a fact. There's no way he's going to do that. For president of the United States? Oh, no. Mm-mm. But who or what do we doubt? Do we doubt God? Do we doubt the universe? Do we doubt the crystals that we may use? Who or what do we doubt? And what are the ramifications of doubt, especially self-doubt? Breathe. It is also important to keep in mind, to what degree is doubt a part of our normal, everyday experience? How often during the day do I doubt? How often during the day do I doubt? I doubt the store will be open. I doubt that they will have a pen. I doubt. I always doubt. Which doubts or what doubts tend to hide? You know, they're in our subconscious, lurking, just waiting. And what do I fear that by bringing them to the surface, what's going to be revealed? Well, other people may realize that you struggle with doubt like Mother Teresa, and therefore your faith is in question. Wait, what? What fears come up with the idea of exposing or revealing our self-doubts or general doubts? Because rather than hiding our doubts away, there is great benefit for us in learning how to use the divine doubt as an anchor or as the starting block for curiosity that launches us into greater awareness, greater application, etc. Let's play a game. I'm sure this is a game you are probably familiar with called Two Truths and a Lie. Are you ready? Let us begin. I once had a dog named Shamu. Is that a truth? Is that a lie? I was a patient at Western Psychiatric Institute for 14 days. Is that a lie or is that the truth? I was originally named after my uncle Raymond. Is that a lie or is that the truth? Are you ready for the answer? Feel free to type it in the chat. And 3, 2, 1. Answers. Yes, originally I was named after my uncle Raymond, who is my mother's brother, one of my mother's older brothers. But something happened in their relationship, so my mother, to spite him, changed my name from Raymond to Raymond. And for years, my uncle would not speak to me or address me in any way, shape, or form because he did not care for me since my name was Raymond instead of Raymond. Oh, I was not a patient at a Western Psychiatric Institute for 14 days, but rather 9. And I did have a dog named Shamu when I lived in Pittsburgh. He was hit by a car, one of my most traumatic experiences in life. Now, why do I go through all of this? Because on any given day, we are confronted with things that people say and things people do. How well do we discern what is true and what do we doubt in what's being told or presented? Have you ever told a lie, then forgot it was a lie? Yes, that's one of my worst beatings that my mother gave me was because I told a lie and forgot it was a lie. When you tell a story, you begin to believe it, and we adorn ourselves with any number of distractions from the self. We embrace mirages in response to cues from the outside that we are not safe, we are not loved, we are not welcomed, we do not belong. See, there are many lies that we tell ourselves. You are a sinner. And then we begin to believe it. We begin to act like it's the truth. And it creates the mirage that then continues to trick us and adorn us with the you're not worthy, you're not loved, you're not welcomed, you don't belong. Do we know, are we ready to know the truth? Or are we like Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men? I think that's which movie it was. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. Is that the case? Can we not handle the truth? I would rather know the truth and thereby be set free by it, which means I have to be willing to release all of the adornments, all of the distractions, and see through the mirage to the truth. Am I willing? Breathe. See, there are things that happen in our lives where we tell lies. And once again, Are they life-affirming untruths, lies, or are they non-life-affirming? Now, I specify that because there was a time when a lie was a lie. It's bad, period. You should never lie. And yet, Tracy will know this story very well. A certain person was coming to our house in Pittsburgh when I lived in Pittsburgh. I think I may have been 15, 14. And he was coming there to kill my brother Jimmy. My father lied and told the man, Jimmy left earlier this morning. We haven't seen him since. But at the time, Jimmy was in the basement sleeping. Had my father told the truth, or had I answered the door and not been able to discern and told the truth, the sawed-off shotgun that the man was hiding under his jacket very easily would have been used against us and my brother Jimmy. So my father's lie saved lives. So should we tell the truth all the time without regard of consequences? Just saying. Each of us has to make that decision for ourselves, but it puts us in a place where everything is not. Let us discern. What makes someone a liar? What is the label that is it because they are consistently telling lies? Well, why are they telling lies? What is the consciousness that is? Are they harmless lies? Are lies harmless, or are all lies harmful? What's a little white lie? What does that even mean? Why is it white? What's a fib? Why is it called a fib? False information. I don't have an acronym for that right now. I might later, but not right now. Now, I give this to us all simply as a let me sit, let me question, let me ask. What is my relationship to this stuff? If I tell an untruth, do I label myself as a liar? Even if the untruth served a higher purpose. For example, one of the grandkids asked, Pop Ray, do you have plans on Saturday? I do, but it's to surprise them. So I say, well, yeah, I have a meeting to go to, but because I know that if I say, well, no, I have no plans, they're going to say, well, can we something? There's going to be something. So I make up a story. Yes, I have a meeting. I'll probably see you on Monday. Knowing good and well, I'm going to surprise them on Saturday. That's a lie. But it serves a harmless purpose that comes around as a good, but it's confusing. It's confusing. Welcome to life. Let's continue. To what degree does a lie, a fib break trust? Will there become a time where the grandkids say, you surprised us on our birthday, but you lied. We don't trust you. Or will they understand, you told me there was a Santa Claus, you lied. There is no Santa Claus. I don't trust anything you said. You told me there was a tooth fairy. There's no, you gave me those coins for I don't trust you. Is that? Or is trust broken because of more insidious forms of lies? What determines when your trust is broken? To what degree do you doubt? And for the sake of conversation, let's break up this idea. Yes, it's an acronym. Let's break up doubt and look at it in a different way. Do you believe this? Or do you believe them? Or do you believe that? Could be any of those. But do you believe this? It's a question. Do you believe this? That's what doubt is. Doubt is a question. That's it. And in the space of asking the questions, that's where answers come from. Doubt is a feeling of uncertainty. It is a lack of conviction. An archaic to feel afraid or to be afraid. But synonyms related to it: indecision, hesitation, cynicism, suspicion, confusion, and the last one, questions. And that's specifically the one that I invite us into. Let the doubt be a place of asking questions, curiosity, questions. Questions such as, can I do this? Do I have the skills to do this? Am I smart enough to do this? What if I fail? What if you succeed? The lack of confidence in oneself and one's ability. That is the definition of self-doubt. So self-doubt is, can I do this? Is it coming from a space of me questioning because I have lack of confidence in my skills and abilities? Or am I asking, can I do this? Like, do I have time? Can I do this? Do I have the skills to do this? There were many times in the past for interpreting jobs when I was asked to do a certain thing, and do I have the skills to interpret at the Pentagon? What is it? It's a job interview, or it's a what? It's a staff meeting. So it's basic stuff. It's not okay. Okay, then I should have the skills. What do you want me to? It's a what? Nope, I don't. Not doing that. I don't have the skills for that. Right? It's coming from a place of, let me assess my actual literal skills, not from a place of, but I don't think I can. I know I don't. That's a lack of confidence in myself. Therefore, it's self-doubt. But even depending on, the nuances of it, even the self-doubt can be a springboard for the questions that move me into a different space, or move us into a different space of being. Because that last question, what if I fail? As I said before, well, what if I succeed? Can I do this? I don't know, but what if I can? Do I have the skills? Not sure right now, but what if I do? Am I smart enough? I'm more than likely I am, but let's say that I am. Then what? What if I fail? But what if I succeed? Or what if I do fail? What's the worst thing that's going to happen? So there still can be elements of self-doubt, but they can still come from a place of confidence where I'm still asking relevant questions of myself and my abilities. Breathe. And as it relates to self-doubt, if I doubt myself, does that also mean to a certain degree that I doubt God? Yes. If we understand and know that we are what God is, we are individualized expression of the one, then having a lack of confidence in myself also by default means I have a lack of confidence in that which is showing up as me. Now, we may not recognize it as that, but it's there. So we are invited to a deeper level of, once again, it's that nuance, invited into that space of, so what does that actually mean? How are those distractions and adornments and the mirage of that impacting our lives? And as I said before, doubt can show up in both life-affirming and non-life-affirming ways.
Do we know the difference? Do we know how to discern the difference? Because if we don't, an apple is an apple is an apple. Ain't gonna make a difference, but it does. Certain apples are better for making pie, and others are better for making cider. So it does matter. Or fruit is fruit. It really doesn't matter. No, yes, it does, because you can't make lemonade out of an orange. It's orange aid. I don't even know if there's such a thing as orange apple aid. What is that? I don't know what that is. And you can't get juice from an apple the same way you get it from an orange. These are just apple crumbles. Yeah, because that's not how you get juice from it. It's so frustrating, right? We can't lump it all into one. It doesn't work that way. So can we discern what and when and how and which? Expressing doubt is how we begin a journey to discover essential truths. We begin the journey by expressing doubt. And remember, doubt is a question. Do I believe in what science of mind and spirit teaches? Do I believe in what Ernest Holmes wrote? Do I believe that I am an individualized expression of God? It's a question. Do I believe it? If I say yes, then what does that mean? What does that look like? What are the essential truths that come from the answer to the question? If I say I don't know, if I say no, well, to say no means that I believe in something else. What is the something else? I don't know, but I know that there's something else. I don't know. Okay? That's the beginning of finding the space for those essential truths. Just like any great archaeologist, forensic examiner, art historian, all of these people, oceanographer, people who study the depths of, they look for the elements, they look for the essential truths, but they start from doubt. They start from, is this a bone or is it rock? It's fossilized. So it's hard to tell the difference between a fossilized bone, animal, and rock. So they start with the question, what is it? What are the traits of? This is a fingerprint. But whose is it? Is it related to what we're looking into, or the crime scene, or is it, with a napkin in the library? Well, I don't know what am I looking for? I find a jar. I'm an archaeologist. I found a jar. It looks old, but it really isn't. You said it came from where? Pottery Barn. Somebody just buried it 20 years ago. Oh man, I'm thinking this is like from King Tut's. Oh, bummer. It all starts from the questions. Is this painting legitimately a Van Gogh? Or is it a forgery? How do I know? How do I tell the difference? What is the difference? How do I examine it? All of these are the starting point to finding the essential truths that say this fingerprint belongs to them. This painting is legit. It's an authentic. This ocean, they're microplastics. This Egyptian jar is from 500 BC. The essential truths come out of the questions. In other words, our doubts give us the ability to find evidence. Our doubts produce receipts. When we ask certain questions, receipts have no choice but to come up. The only proof of life that we have is that we live. And the only proof that we have a mind is that we can think. So, we are perfectly justified in believing that we have a mind and that we live and that we love and that and that and that. Because the proof, it's not just in the pudding. The proof is in the living. The proof is in the thinking. The proof is in the creating. The proof is in the speaking and expressing. The proof is in the painting and the dancing. The proof is in the demonstration. But it starts with asking, what is proof? Proof of what? Our mind must be steady in its conviction that our life is some part of that which God is, and that the Spirit is incarnating itself in, through, and as us. Affirmations and denials are for the purpose of vitalizing faith, for the purpose of converting thoughts to beliefs in things. Remember, I think we might have been, well, it might have been a while ago though, so you may not remember, but several weeks ago, there was an Ernest Holmes quote where he referenced, it was cause and effect. I think it was a while ago. And he referenced this idea that there's a spiritual prototype for everything that is manifested in physical. So we do affirmations and denials and prayers and treatments, etc., to revitalize, to keep our faith alive, to keep the trust moving, for the purpose of converting a thought to a belief, to that spiritual prototype, which then comes back as the answered, the amen, the demonstration. But we come back to this idea. Faith 2.0 this time. Forensic awareness. To have the awareness like a forensic specialist, to have the evidence to such a degree that if you were asked to testify in court, you have proof. Because forensic awareness, it inspires trust. Trust is a verb. The way in which we act and move is based upon what we trust and who we trust. If someone approaches broad daylight, New York City, Times Square, based upon the time of day in this setting right now, I have no reason to distrust this person. So they approach. Can you tell me where Grand Central Station is? But it's now dusk, and we're in Hell's Kitchen, and there are very, very, very few people around. And someone looks a little sketchy, looks around, and then looks at me, and then walks towards me rather aggressively. Well, my level of trust may be questioned right now. So I pause. I maintain a certain distance. Trust is a verb based upon. So when we have forensic awareness that inspires trust, holistically, meaning in every area of our lives, then that faith will change how we are moving through life. That faith will impact the thoughts that become beliefs, that become the spiritual prototype, that then become the demonstration. Several weeks ago, we did what? Faith as fearless. Was it fearless activity inspires true or total healing? Same idea. Faith will heal when we are convicted, when we move effectively as a result of it. And part of building faith is having doubt. asking questions. Faith is a faculty of the mind that finds its highest expression in the religious attitude. But always, the person who has faith in their own ability accomplishes far more than the one who has no confidence in themselves. Those who have great faith also have great power. Do you have confidence in yourself? What does that mean? What does it look like? How would someone know if they just watched? They never get to meet you, but they watch you, whether it's on video or whatever. It's a reality TV show, whatever. I don't care, whatever it is, whatever. But they're watching you. How would they know if you have or do not have confidence in yourself? Faith in your ability to do what it is you desire to do. How would they know? And just to ensure that we all are on the same page with this, faith and doubt are often presented as opposites, like they are two ends of a spectrum. They are not the same thing. They do very different things. You are not supposed to doubt. You are supposed to have faith. Yes, there was a time when I also believed that. So I understand. But they are not opposites. They are intertwined. To suppose that one must retire from the world in order to be spiritual is one of the greatest possible mistakes we could make. Or as Eric Butterworth said, to believe that you are merely or simply human and not divine is one of the greatest possible mistakes. We have been conditioned to believe that doubt means we don't believe or trust God or the divine, and faith means we do. No, because you can have non-life affirming faith, right? Faith is a belief. Worry is sprung from a belief. So worry is using faith in a non-life affirming manner. So once again, it's one and the same, not either or. Faith and doubt are merely two sides of the same coin. There's no such thing as a one-sided coin, because even if you put the same image on both sides of the coin, it's still both sides of a coin. Right? Okay. So that being the case, one side of the coin is doubt and the other side of the coin is faith. Or we could look at it and say one side of the coin is to ask and the other side of the coin is to act. But they are one coin, just as you are one divine expression. There is one mind, and that mind is your mind. That mind is God. There is one life. That life is God. That life is your life now. So there can be one, and there are aspects of. So faith and doubt. Ask and act. And the result is what? Depends on what you're asking. Depends on how you're acting. He who asks a question is a fool for 5 minutes, but he who does not ask a question at all remains a fool forever. 'Tis better to ask and appear stupid than to, I have a question, but I don't want to look stupid and ask. but you don't get the answer to your question at all. So what is that going to do? Well, I mean, at least I won't look stupid. But how many of us believe the lie that says there is a stupid question? And as a result of asking a stupid question, we appear to be stupid people. But what if there are no stupid questions? And I know that there are folks who say, no, there actually are a lot of stupid questions. Follow me for a moment, though. What if that's wrong when we think of it in terms of any question that is asked with sincerity to learn, to know, and to understand cannot be a stupid question? Even if someone says, I just answered you 2 minutes ago. You're asking me the same thing I just answered. Yeah, they're legitimately seeking sincerely to learn, to know, to understand, then maybe there's a cognitive disconnect where they heard the words, but they didn't process it in the same way that we process it. So maybe I need to explain it rather than just verbally. Let me demonstrate it. Let me answer the question by showing, not telling. Maybe that's the disconnect. But if someone is legitimately, sincerely seeking to know, learn, understand, then the question's not stupid ever, no matter what. Now, there are some people who ask questions, but they're doing it to be sarcastic. They're not sincerely seeking to learn, know, or understand. And the question may not be, quote unquote, stupid, but what they're doing with the question is unnecessary. It's unwise. It's from a place of ignorance, from a place of ridicule. But even then, the question in and of itself isn't stupid. The behavior might be less than desirable. So once again, we are invited to discern effectively. It is prudent and wise to doubt, to question everything. It is prudent and wise to question everything. Even what I'm sharing and telling, question it. Ask yourself, how's this taste? Reverend Ray made this last week, and I don't know, it's a little sweet, but I mean, it's pretty good. Oh yeah, Reverend Ray made this last Sunday. Ooh, this is salty. It's not for me. Question. I cannot live your life for you. I can't. You probably wouldn't want me to if I could, because I'd have you out walking 5 miles a day and doing all kind of crazy stuff, dancing in the house, singing some, making up songs. Like, ask Tracy, she'll tell you. So you wouldn't want me living your life anyway. So you have to ask what Reverend Ray shared, what he offered. How does it resonate in my life? Am I at a place where I'm ready to do a jumping sidekick? Or no, I'm still at a yellow belt place, and he talking about some black belts. No, not ready to do nunchucks, or nope. I'm gonna leave it basic. I can do my basic blocks: slap block, down slap, upward forearm. That's good enough for me right now. I'll mantis, and I'm not ready. I can't do all this stuff yet. It is prudent and wise to question everything. So many of us have grown accustomed to preferring the sweet lies of life rather than sometimes the truth is bitter. But remember, by following the truth, we are set free. So even if the bitter truth is, there is no devil punishing you, well, then how am I supposed to explain all the evil that happens in the world? Let's explore. But it's easier for me to blame a fallen angel. I understand that. But in this teaching, that's not what we believe. It's not how we live, move, and operate in life. Oh, but this is so much more difficult. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But this path, I guarantee you, you will find greater liberation and joy without looking over your shoulder, waiting for the devil to pop up and punish you with God's approval. Yeah, that's a bitter pill to swallow. I understand that. It was a bitter pill for Neo to swallow, to become awakened to the matrix, but he swallowed it nonetheless. What are you comfortable with? The path to truth must begin with doubt. Questions. The path to truth must begin with questions. Questions. See, we spend a lot of time thinking that truth is in some hallowed hall, that wisdom is in some ancient books or text, or that application is some woo-woo mystical, I don't even know, something. But all of these are in our everyday lives. Truth is found in the faces and bodies and words of our friends and family. It's found in the books we already have access to, including Science of Mind textbook and Creating a World That Works for All. It's found in any and all of the various paths, be it Taoism or Buddhism. All of them have access, trust, wisdom, application. Just like all cookbooks have recipes. Some recipes apply. Some recipes taste great for us. There's not so much. I'm not going to go to Barnes & Noble and get a how to make pork. I don't eat pork. Why am I buying a pork cookbook? How to make the perfect pork chop. I don't eat pork. How to make the crispiest bacon. I don't eat pork. Or, oh, here's one on ribs. Or, oh, here's one on beef and steak. I don't eat that. But there are recipes in there. Recipes are all around us. It's a matter of us being selective and asking the questions to find where are the recipes that are for me? Where is the wisdom and the trust and the truth and the application for me? He explained to me, excuse me, excuse me. He explained to me with great insistence that every question possessed a power that did not lie in the answer. Every question possessed a power that did not lie in the question. See, oftentimes we are so answer driven, but the question is far more important than the answer. So ask. Do you know why the question is far more important? Because questions precede answers. Questions lead to answers. But it doesn't stop there, because quality questions lead to quality answers. But it doesn't stop there, because that then leads to more questions. So we ask, because the more we ask, the more we are willing to seek, the more we are open at the top and open at the bottom, the more we are in the space of curiosity. So judge a person by their questions rather than by their answers. Are they asking quality questions? Or are they just asking the usual questions. There's a difference in what's being asked. When I was a fundamentalist Christian, the questions we were asking then versus the questions I ask now, I was looking, but the questions were very third grade rather than 10th grade, graduate school, and beyond. If we're in third grade, ask third grade questions. If you're in fifth grade and you're not sure, then ask third grade questions. But if you know that there are 10th grade questions and that's where you want to be, you can't continue asking third grade questions. You have to say, okay, so what does it mean what are those questions? Begin asking even those questions. Well, how do I begin to ask the questions from a different place of asking questions? To actively embody and engage the science of mind and spirit 4.0 is to practice the art of higher order questioning. It is an investigative approach in which we examine everything to determine what it means and how that meaning impacts us and the world. Those who simply receive without questioning are more likely to place people on pedestals, join a cult, or join a group that they don't realize is a cult, and not access the gifts that Science of Mind and Spirit 4.0 actually offers us when we apply them. We cannot apply something effectively if we do not understand it. If I don't understand what this is, it's a piece of cardboard. It's rough. Oh, that hurts. It's getting rid of my eyebrows though. It's because that's not what it's for. What's it for? It's if you rub it against your fingernail, it makes your fingernail. Oh my goodness. It's like magic. You can't effectively use something if you don't understand what it is. This week's affirmation, our declaration, I will say it first. If it resonates with you, I invite you to repeat it the second time. I accept, access, and apply my doubts as opportunity to learn and evolve. Together. I accept, access, and apply my doubts as an opportunity to learn and evolve. And so it is. This week's Thursday night study group questions or your own personal journal questions. Number 1, what do I currently doubt about myself, about God, or certain other people? Number 2, how is this doubt serving me, helping me, or hindering me? Number 3, what questions am I invited to ask of myself and ask of others? Number 4, what questions have I avoided asking myself and others because I did not want to appear to be stupid? Number 5, how am I being invited to apply Faith 2.0 to my life? And 6, what are 3 higher order questions I can ask myself about myself? That I can ask someone about Science of Mind and Spirit 4.0, that I can ask about life. You want me to say it out loud? Politics, love, death, money, sex, etc. You are also invited, we are also invited to practice as we interact with people. So this week, share with someone in your own words what this passage from the Bible means. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. How would you explain that to someone, what it means, in a way that they can then apply the wisdom of it? And breathe as we enter into that space of infinite awareness. And we pray this week simply by saying, I am. I am filled with endless questions. Questions that lead me to endless answers. Questions that forever keep me free. I ask, is this who I desire to be? Is this what I desire to do? Is this what I desire to receive? Is this the legacy that I desire to leave once I transition? I ask, and I ask, and I ask. Knowing that with each question, something is revealed. And the more that I ask, higher order questions, the more I must be willing to receive the answer, even if it's uncomfortable. I receive. And I breathe. I breathe into that space of being where receipts and evidence are made manifest, where my forensic awareness, it's right there. I know and know that I know, but I do not stop at the knowing. The knowing is simply the next starting point for the next question. Yes, I know 2 + 2 = 4, but what does 2 + 5 equal? I ask. 2 + 5 = 7, then what does 5 + 9 equal? Wait, multiplication, what is 3 times 3? What is division? What is 4 divided? What? There's out. What? I ask. I seek. I ask. I know. And I ask. I am. And I ask. Breathe. And as always, the law receives and the law acts accordingly based upon that which we are being, not simply what we say, but all that we think and speak and feel and do. And the law responds accordingly. That is why I say we are always praying, and our life is our amen. And so this week, our prayer is formed by the questions we ask, by the answers we receive, and by the next level of questions that arise. And in so doing, we are truly free. And from that freedom, we then free one another, the collective, the world. And through our freedom, we become the emissaries, the agents of change that then create a world that works for all. But it starts here. What is a world that works for all? What does that look like? What is my role in that? How can I be a beneficial presence? Ask, and then act. And so it is. As always, much love, much appreciation, much blessings. Until next time, live long and prosper.
Today's message is complete, something to believe, a seed of truth that we can practice if we choose to receive. As we take the science of mind and spirit for corridor to every corner of the world where the healing needs to go. We know it's not a secret, can't block behind a door. It's the wisdom that we're living, and love is what we share it for. Now step into the world, be a healing, hopeful beacon. You're walking the path and offering to all who may be seeking. Know it, practice it, live it every day. That's how we heal the consciousness. We wash the ignorance away. Time to heal the world and make the vision come true. No more waiting for someone else to do what we can do. With gratitude, love, and a joy so deep, we have principles, practices, and promises we're all going to keep. Take the teaching out into the busy street, to every stranger and every soul you meet. Dedication to liberation is the key we hold. A story of freedom that's waiting to be told. Right where you are is holy ground. Feel into your rhythm and the sacred sound. You're an incarnation of the divine. You're holy, powerful, and good. And you are called to be that in the world and do what only you could. Know it, practice it, live it every day. That's how we heal the consciousness. We wash the ignorance away. Time to heal the world and make the vision come true. No more waiting for someone else to do what we can do. With gratitude, love, and a joy so deep, we have principles, practices, and promises we're all going to keep. Be the change that you want to see. Unlock the chains and set all life free. From the heart of the city to the jungles and open plains, breaking the cycles of oppression and its heavy chains. It's a revolution of the body, the mind, and the soul. Mending, making, and manifesting the broken parts now finally whole. Know it, practice it, live it every day. That's how we heal the consciousness. We wash the ignorance away. Time to heal the world and make the vision come true. No more waiting for someone else to do what we can do. With gratitude, love, and a joy so deep, we have principles, practices, and promises we're all gonna keep. Right where you are sacred. Right where you are, shining so bright. Right where you are, the divine is expressing. Right where you are, life. So live it every day. Make the vision now come sing. In divine is not far off watching. It is incarnating itself as you. Have an amazing week and know that you are loved.